things I find interesting is that I think that most champenois are now challenged by the wine critics to maintain freshness and vif in the wine, whereas they can all produce autolytic character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the English are generally challenged with, well, we know you've got plenty of acidity, but can you do the autolytic character? And finding the balance, finding the midline between the two, is where we think the sort of holy grail is.
Yeah.
And when Hervé first asked Anna and I what style of wine we wanted to make, we went blah, 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 blah. And he said, well, what wines do you like drinking? We went, Krug. And he went, but now, actually, we'd say Paul Roger Cuvée, Winston Churchill 96, which has the freshness and the elegance and the finesse and the linearity to it, as well as the complexity. Whereas Krug just seems to gather weight over time.
I had a bottle of Salon 96 a few months ago, and that was spectacular, and still so young, but it does have then the secondary, the age characteristics starting to come through, but you really still have the acidity.
You've got to look after these things for 25 years, haven't you, really?
So this is going to be very interesting to see how these age.
Our pH is about 0.2 lower than champagne, typically. Our total acidity is about 10% higher than champagne, typically. I mean, these big generalizations. Yeah. And in my mind, particularly the lower pH means the wine should age very long. So this wine's about 70%. It is 70% Chardonnay, 20% Meunier, 10% Pinot Noir. The dosage is 8 grams per litre, which we came to after extensive dosage trials.
This is very impressive. Especially on a day when Australia is playing England in the cricket, I'm having to say lots of good things about English wine. It's becoming more and more difficult.
Especially as the wine opens up a little bit. There's a little bit of grapefruit in the back palate, but we think of magnolia and lily on the nose, and also sourdough. But that comes more as the wine warms and starts to open out. And then as the wine warms and opens a little, we tend to find lemon or even lime in the acid. And the combination of the sort of dough and pastry effect and the lemon makes us think of like lemon meringue pie, or as a Yorkshireman we'd say lemon curd roly-poly. So that will only mean something to the people north of Watford. All the people south of Watford will go, what's that northern chap talking about?